Hello, my name is Mr. Burdett. I'm a teacher of psychology and sociology at Stratton Upper School, and I'm here to talk to you a little bit about why you might want to take psychology as a sixth form option subject at Stratton. So to start off with, you might be wondering, what is psychology? And the simple answer to that is it is the scientific study of the human mind and behavior. That means that we use the scientific method to investigate all about humans and why they do things. It includes a lot of subfields such as human development, sports psychology, health, clinical psychology, social behavior, and cognitive processes. Why would we study psychology? Well, there are a lot of different reasons, but one of the main reasons is because it can tell you about why humans do things. And because it uses the scientific method and it's becoming more and more rigorous, it is the best way, in my opinion, to understand why humans do the things that they do. In addition to that, it can help you to understand your own behavior and why you do the things that you do. One of the things that we learned from psychology is that people tend to not really understand the underlying causes of even their own behavior. And studying psychology gives us a little bit of an insight into the underlying causes of our own behavior, which I find really fascinating. The other reasons why you might want to study psychology at A level are because of the combination of skills that you develop through studying the course. So to start off with, because it uses the scientific method, it really teaches you all about how science works and what makes a good scientific study and what doesn't, which can help us to sort away the difference between the fluff and the good science that's out there, which is a crucial skill, especially in the modern times that we're in right now. In addition to that, you develop mathematical skills. About 10% of the course is mathematical skills, so it's not overly intensive in that regard, but you do develop your maths a little bit. On top of that, you get to develop your technical writing skills. You're not marked on style for your essays in psychology, but you do have to be able to communicate your ideas clearly, which is an essential skill for anything that you're going to study further on, and definitely any job that involves writing. Lastly, you have to develop your analytical skills. In psychology, you have to analyze studies that are in terms of their scientific accuracy and reliability, and that it becomes an invaluable skill later on in almost any career. So our course is the AQA Psychology A Level, which is a 2-year course that has the following topics in year 12. So in year 12, we do approaches, memory, attachment, social influence, research methods, and psychopathology. And in year 13, we do forensic psychology, relationships, schizophrenia, and issues and debates. At the end of year 13, you'll do 2 hour-long exams, and you'll do 3 of these. Now there's 96 marks each, and they are split across the following 3 papers. So the first paper is introductory topics. It will be most of the things that we do in year 12, like attachment, social influence, psychopathology, and memory. Whereas paper 2, you do approaches and research methods. And paper 3, you do issues and options. So that will be your forensic, your schizophrenia, your issues and debates, and so on. So the students that take psychology tend to really like it. Most of them who take it because they have an interest in it, and it doesn't disappoint them. So on the screen there, you've got a couple of different quotes from some current year 13s. So they highlight the different areas of interest. They don't all find all the topics interesting, but they highlight a few of the topics that they think are really interesting for them. So Callie found the cognitive side, studying the human memory and how the memory works, to be a really interesting area of study, whereas Daniel really enjoyed the forensic psychology, which has to do with crime, why criminals commit crimes and how offender profiling works, and things of that nature. So there's a lot of variation in the topics that we study in psychology, and almost everyone is going to be able to find something that they find really fascinating. Psychology can lead to all kinds of things. It's a really good A-level for pretty much anything you're going to study further at university. But if you find the subject particularly interesting, you might be interested in careers such as a clinical or educational psychologist, human resources manager, market researcher, a neuroscientist, or even a social researcher. Basically, anything where you need to know how humans work to do your job effectively, psychology is going to be an invaluable tool to engage with that. The skills that you learn in psychology can be applied to almost anything that you're going to do. The technical writing, the math skills, the analysis skills, these are all crucial things to be able to study anything at university, and so psychology definitely prepares you very well for that. So thank you very much for listening. I hope that you consider psychology as an option subject, and I will maybe see you next year.